really make fitness and sobriety a high priority, the highest of priorities, everything else will start falling into place. You really can live your dreams. You can really manifest them, but you have to make them your highest priority. Higher than eating out, higher than having the fancy vehicle, higher than having the nice apartment or the nice mortgage when you could live on less. You have to really make it your number one top priority. And I'm proof. About 993 days ago, I stepped into the gym the day that the divorce papers got filed, and I'd lost everything that I'd been building for 7 years up in the mountains in Colorado. I was back at home living in my parents' basement, but I'd had this dream and vision before that, and it's still coming together. A lot of this is still not totally figured out, but I've got my four-wheel drive mobile office. I've got Wi-Fi here. I've been working on my laptop on this mountaintop with views of the Pacific Ocean in 2 directions. And the things I've given up, the discomforts I've gone through, the sacrifices have been great, but this was important to get sober, to get myself in shape, to get away from Wichita, Kansas, to be out here somewhere new, working in this vehicle and building a future that doesn't rely on somebody else. Right now I have a client. I'm currently designing a clothing line for the world's largest custom motorcycle manufacturer. Boy, how'd that one ever come into place? These guys built over 30,000 bikes. They were way bigger than any of those guys that had reality shows. And, I've got an extensive background with motorcycles, with stunt riding, and with this company. And, this is the space I need to do what I do. But this doesn't just relate to me. This is, the important part of this message is, if you can find your vision and you can commit to it, if you know at least the direction you're going, the direction you want to go, and you can make that your highest priority, it's going to take time. But if you don't give up on it and it stays your highest priority, you're going to get there. You can't let instant gratification, you can't let pleasure, you can't let comfort dictate the direction of your life. And if you're willing to just stay focused on your dream and your vision, you can bring it to fruition. And this is just a small beginning of what I'm going to be doing. The real true meaning is to help people, is to use my skills, have adventures, create freedom, and help people get sober and fit. Help people find their true, authentic selves. Encourage people to find who they truly are, not who society says they need to be, not who education says they need to be, not who their parents have tried to influence them to become, but to figure out who they truly are. Because we live in a world right now that just inundates us with comfort and pleasure and so much noise and information and entertainment. It's really easy to get lost, to end up spending your whole life trading hours for dollars to achieve nothing of true value or importance. I hope you find your vision. I hope you can make it your highest priority. Because if you do that, any problems you're having with depression, with vices, with being out of shape, it can all go away. When you're working towards something every single day of meaning and of value, and especially if you get yourself sober and get yourself fit and really make fitness and sobriety a high priority, the highest of priorities, everything else will start falling into place. This is exactly what I wanted and needed to do at this step. Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm going to do amazing things. You have the capability to do amazing things, but there are steps to get there, and what an amazing story this is becoming. And it's because I got started, it's because I had a vision, and it's because it was a higher priority than anything else. And I am going to make an impact, a positive impact on this world. I am going to help people. I am going to encourage, inspire, and influence people to find the best versions of themselves, to create the best versions of themselves, and to get away from the vices and get themselves fit. You can do this too.
If you're a man ready to make your comeback, join the Kombaxx community on Discord.
Deep down, I've always known my life was not supposed to look like everyone else's. I've also felt that I've got a greater purpose than trading valuable hours to build something for someone else. The universe has provided a rare moment of freedom. I have to take the leap, to have new experiences, to see new places, to create self-reliance, and to design the life that I'm truly meant to live. Life is the greatest gift,